Hello and welcome to the SSL, the Simulation Soccer League. I'm Jiggly.
And I'm TVC.
I just had a COVID shot and a flu shot, so I am ready to call this slate of games. And it's one of the last weeks of the season, right?
It is the last week
Exactly.
of the season. Matchday 14 ahead of us, and the stakes could not be higher for a few teams. We've got a three-way race for the league title and a really couple of important matches for the relegation battle. So big games ahead of us today. Probably the biggest of the season.
So which are the ones that you think have more implications towards a certain side?
Well, AS Paris are relegated already, so nothing really on the table for them. But CF Catalunya are in that title race, so they need a win, and Paris can play spoilers there. Seoul Mythic are one of the teams that are in that relegation race. I say. You probably don't want to be in the lead there, but Seoul
Battle.
are. Seoul are one of the two teams, Cairo City being the other one of them. And a win for Athênai here won't do too much for them. They're kind of mid-table this season, and that's where they're going to be. So really the opportunity for Athênai to play defender of the league, or I guess relegator would be a proper term.
So I guess in this one, you're saying that it's basically just Seoul is just trying to fight for their life, and Athênai is just kind of here.
Yeah, pretty well. So what happens here is if Seoul do pull off a win here, then Cairo will need a win as well. But if Seoul draw or lose here, what that means is that they get relegated.
That sounds pretty simple.
Sorry, Cairo will need a draw if Seoul loses. I apologize. I got that math wrong.
Well, that sounds pretty simple, Sarah. And here is a corner, and that goes well away, but Fisher is still on it for Athênai. Working their way back in, Hellman! And Mertz stops that shot. That's another corner. Yorker's corner is cleared away, and we're zooming.
So we'll see if Athênai take the front foot here, playing away and traditionally known to be very, very defense heavy. It'll be interesting to see how they approach the match.
Oof. Did you see that bend on that shot there?
Yeah,
that almost got in.
Very nearly tucked that home. Very good shooter, though I haven't seen him take free kicks too often. Maybe he's put some work in over the last couple of weeks.
Well, Clements tries to play Holmberg through, but it's Noodle. And it's just pushed away, I think. Yep, they're going to call it a corner, so it was pushed away. Man, sending it in, but Hellman gets in between it. And Athênai isn't going to start their counterattack that quickly.
Yeah, Yannick Andersen, the Danish goalkeeper for Athênai, a big reason why they're able to play so defensively is because they have that man in between the 6'6" Danish goalkeeper has been stellar for them so far this year. Probably their best player. One of them.
Gintonic takes it up the right wing, sends it in. And that header from Levert goes wide. Almost thought it hit the inside corner there. So here's another chance for Mythic. Time takes it out around the defense. In the corner now. Mueller's shot goes well away. And oh, wait, here's a quick counterattack. Levert! What a strike!
Jeffrey Levert with the first stab into the hopes and dreams of Seoul Mythics. They need to get at least one here if they have, a good shot at survival. A draw gives them a good chance.
Usually Noodle is seen as such a presence for this team, but that was a really tough giveaway there in the midfield as Fisher sends it past Lockyer to Levert.
And a classic Athênai goal, really. On that counter, quick ball to the top, into the back of the net before Seoul are able to recover. Very, very classic Athênai play
Well,
there.
here's Levert again, and that's another goal.
In the same fashion. What did I say? 1, 2, and in the back of the net they go.
Not quite as quick as the last counterattack, but you can see here, nobody there on that right side for Seoul. And Lockyer again just being made a fool, which I mean that's more of a product of the position that they're playing in.
Unfortunately, Jeffrey Levert just so deadly this game. Seoul, we're hoping he'd be a little less clinical
And is
than
this
he
another
has.
one? Joker looking to send the cross in from the left wing. Over to Fisher. Trying to get away from McGurk here. Sends in a cross. It's a bit wide, but it's Gentana can't get a clean shot on it.
Lockyer with the block there. He'll make some amends. But it's the offense I'm concerned about here for Seoul. We haven't seen a ton of good chances for them, and they need to.
Well, here comes Akocha. And taken down in the box. That's going to be a penalty. And it's going to be Clemens to take it. Left or right?
Left.
Well, that's where he went.
I know Seoul striker, my former striker, K. Clements, former Inter London forward, buries at home to the left-hand side, signature styling, and King Kong unable to get to that.
And sets up for a corner. Well, sets up for a second attack now.
Able to sustain some offense now, our Seoul. Well, possession anyways. We'll see if they can find a way to generate there.
Mueller's shot goes well over. I mean, we've seen them pushing ahead. I mean, before Athenai's 2 goals, I was about to say that looked like Seoul was much more on the front foot. Jagger shot well over.
Yeah, Athênai are able to counter there and make the most of their possession this half. They have 45 of it, and just very, very clinical finishing from the forwards today.
And the XG is a bit inflated for Seoul with that penalty. But you can see that, you know, if you consider it on a normal level, they're pretty even right now.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel like in a normal game, Athênai might be level with Seoul. That penalty was a well-earned one, and they had those sustained bouts of possession and attack. So they were going to get through one way or another, but Athênai have had good chances on the counter. They've looked dangerous on the quick strikes, and they're bound to bury at least one in this match.
Well, here we start with the second half. As Okocha blazes down the left side. Isn't going to find a way in. Looks like they're trying to work it over to the right side, but aren't quite willing to move to the right side. As you see, all of that is right there in the center there. And Holmberg loses the ball. I'm not quite sure what he was trying to do there.
Yeah, so on that right side is Noodle. Catch-up Noodle, like you had saw earlier, a key part of their offense.
Well, they looked a bit hesitant to move to the right side, but well, they're coming up the middle now. Mueller trying to line something up there. Mueller has not looked that comfortable shooting the ball today. I mean, very comfortable at letting loose, but not good at shooting it.
And it's really funny because Mueller is a very, very well talented forward center midfielder, but hasn't had
Little sends it in too, Mueller. Okay, that I thought there was going to be a shot there.
It hasn't been very inspiring.
they move it out wide. Doesn't look like either of these two guys wants to put in a cross. Clemens tries to take a shot, instantly blocked off his foot. Now Noodle to Holmberg.
Ooh.
Off the post.
Holmberg had time there. Could have held the ball a little longer.
If he held it a bit longer, I think the keeper would have been a whole lot more prepared to hit that post.
Couple bounces there for Athênai. They've not had very many good looks at the net. The couple that they have had that were good ended up in the back of them.
taken down. Mueller taken down.
Wow, double foul. No cards.
Those look some pretty heavy fouls there. Okocha, shot is blocked.
That is a great block there by Ramirez. Sidney Ramirez, the Colombian right back.
I mean, that's one good position that that header. Couldn't tell who that was who got a head on it. But that's one position that's sort of like the unspoken position that it's not actually on the field. It's just a role, the foul sponge. And Okocha looks to be doing that in this game.
Yeah, just eating a ton of fouls.
And at least one important one with that one in the box. Hugh Man tries one from well long distance, but cannot get that on frame.
A real life good example of that is Jack Grealish. Well, was when he was playing at West Ham, I believe.
I can only think of good header from Levert, saved by Kong. I can only think of Chicago Fire players, and I was gonna say someone like Duran, who actually just got called up to the national team. Clemens has taken it to the corner, but sends it well away, and now it's over to the right corner. And is that going to be... Oh, it's another penalty! It's another penalty for Seoul.
I'm not surprised. That was a heavy tackle.
And only a warning there. Clemens is stepping up for it. Where's he going this time?
Right.
I'm saying down the middle. Okay, fine. You know him best.
K. Clement with the equalizer for Seoul, and there is still life. The stadium bursts with it, and
but they still need one more. They still need one more goal to save themselves from relegation this season.
Well, a draw here would actually force Cairo to win their match.
Oof, Jagger's cross over to Lebovic. Goes wide.
Athena eager to play spoiler to the story that is. What a story it would be if Seoul managed to survive here on the last day.
From 2-0 down. They've still got about 7 minutes left. Plus added time. As they move it around the back a bit more. There's Okocha here. Sends it through. Clements! Saved by Anderson. One of the things I'm seeing here is that there's not much off-the-ball movement a lot of the time with Seoul. And there's an injury to Ketchup Noodle. He's going to be gone for the last minute or so.
Yeah, I mean, as tragic as this is, it's only 2-3 minutes left in the game. And he honestly hasn't played the greatest. According to his ratings, he's had good impact, in my opinion.
I mean, the unfortunate thing is that, it's also unfortunate the turnover that he made. But it's also unfortunate with how, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to attack as well as they would have wanted to during these final minutes. As you see here, one last chance for Athênai. That's going to be taken away by Man. Cleared away. But it's not cleared from the area. Now it is.
So maybe.
Girk moving it up the wing. Sends it over.
Oh.
And that's gone. And that is going to be it. Seoul are going to have to continue scoreboard watching here at the Cairo match.
Yeah, no. What a game we have coming ahead of us. Not only are Cairo playing for their lives, they are playing for the lives of Seoul as well. Seoul preying on a Cairo draw or loss. Only a win will save Cairo City now.
The game itself, I mean, those were 2 penalties that were very worthy penalties, but it's a bit unfortunate to have your team have to be saved by penalties. Especially they're down 2-0, and they had a lot of other chances that they could have scored in the run of play.
Hey, you know what? If Cairo can't find a way to get it done, I don't think Seoul will care.
That is true.
They could have been own goals for all they cared. If it keeps them up, I think they'll be happy with it.
And here we go. Up next, Paris against Catalunya. I guess what Catalunya is fighting for first for the title here.
Yes, Catalunya are currently tied in first with Hollywood at 25 points. So they'll be looking for a win or at the very least a draw. And although AS Paris are relegated at this point in the season, they will be looking to play spoiler to this title race.
It's one of those interesting things that like you see when a team is already relegated and they're playing somebody who's actually got something to work on. The team that's already relegated kind of plays a whole lot better than they have the entire season. It's the sort of concept that I really love. Just like run the rest of the game, run the rest of the season out, sprint to the finish, and see how it goes. And I think that we might see that sort of tactic from Paris. Just try to go all out and mess with Catalunya.
Yeah, Paris playing in a 4-3-3 with those 3 central midfielders. I've seen that run by them as well as Buenos Aires, who have been doing pretty well in Division 2. So, interesting to see them. Well, it'll be interesting to see how it performs against Catalunya. I think it's asymmetric 4-2-3-1.
I mean, just call it a 4-2-3-1. That's what it is.
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
And Washburn's tackle on McFlopface in the box looked a bit sketchy, but that's probably just due to. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I just saw a mosquito on my hand.
Oh no! I think what happened was the ball went out and then he wiped out the other guy.
Yeah.
So it was a good tackle, but it was a hard one.
We just sped ahead a little over 20 minutes here. Still nothing quite yet from either team. Here's a long pass up to Maple, but that's going to be caught by Barflett.
I wonder if that was offside even.
I mean, he's close enough where they should have at least blown the whistle then at that point. Flop face. The pass to Okamoto does not get there, but Catalunya regroups again. McFlop face over to Järvinen. Järvinen tries to pass it, gets it back, and that's wide.
Outside of the net. It was a good-looking shot, though.
Comes Catalunya again. McPossum's shot is blocked. They got both Mickeys out there. Catalunya sends it over to the right side again. Okamoto passes it in. Is that that was blocked by Järvala? Huh.
Great block by Järvala, but also a bit of a missed opportunity for CF Catalunya. We're seeing good sustained possessive attack from Catalunya, but also really good defense from AS Paris here.
And that's what I was saying. It's really interesting to see a team that has nothing left to fight for, fighting against a team that has a lot to fight for.
And honestly, AS Paris are playing very, very good disciplined football. I'm understanding why now they're playing.
Big chance here, and it hits the crossbar and comes back out.
Wow, that should have gone in. By all measures, that should have gone in. That was a great move. So unlucky for Catalunya there.
And they're trying to regroup again, but wow, what a chance there. Gone wanting there.
So that's 2 for CF Catalunya now. 2 opportunities they probably would have wished they scored. See if it
Clark
comes back to bite them.
Sends it back to McPossum. McPossum's shot is blocked. They're going to cycle it around again.
Woo!
Quick takeaway by, I think that was a tackle from Busquets, right?
I don't know if that was Busquets. We normally see him a little further back. It might have been, though.
I mean, it was Busquets that was up there. Couldn't tell if it was, I couldn't tell if that was Busquets or Okamoto who got that tackle in. Anyway, Paris is trying to just send the ball forward.
Alistair nursing an injury there.
Tia tries to play the ball through to deliver the pizza. I'm sorry, to deliver a pizza. To deliver a pizza ball.
Yes. it's your name.
Pelletier goes well over the bar. Now it's Brizki with the free kick over the Papadopoulos. Now Washburn sends it in. Wow. Outside the box with the left foot hitting the bottom right corner. Nobody covers him. Okamoto does get to him a bit late there, but I mean, even then, like, Okamoto's coverage should have been good enough. That's just a great strike.
I don't think anyone just expected it to let it rip like that. I think.
And here we go. Paris is in the lead right now. Unless this shot right here by Järvinen, saved by Barflett, and it looks like we're going to go into the half with Paris in the lead. And what did I say?
That was incredibly quick. AS Paris really only one shot on the net in the half, and that was it.
All you need is one. All you need is one. And, you know, that's what I said. Like, the team that has nothing left to play for, they're just going to go out there and they're going to show they're going to come back. And I think that, you know, it's very important. I mean, if we're talking about real life sports here, it's very important to show the fans, like, you still got something. I mean, who's home team here?
I believe the home team is AS Paris, so a bit of a Division 1 farewell for them and their fans.
I mean, that's perfect for this. That is absolutely perfect because, I mean, you also have the added help of being the home team in whatever in whatever sport or game you're playing. Like, it is helpful, and I just killed the mosquito. I'm so happy.
Good. I'm glad. I would hate to have one flying around. I'd be so paranoid.
It landed right in front of me. And yeah. I mean, that I feel like Catalunya feels like they should be doing that right now. I mean, Paris is nothing in front of them usually, but this game, they got past them and they're not getting through them.
So big subs coming in for Catalunya here. Moja Rising coming on for, I think it was Dogwood Maple, and I think one of the midfielders came off there.
Pizza ball gets taken down, and that's going to be a penalty. Leonidas steps up to the ball. Left or right?
Right.
Left. Ha-ha! I got it.
I do not know Leonidas Papadopoulos, but I do know AS Paris will be very happy with that 2-0 lead.
The most dangerous lead in soccer, but that is a solid 2-0 lead ahead of a team that is supposed to be fighting for the top spot right now. Now down 2-0 to an already relegated team. And as I keep saying, it's just a very fun story to continue to watch when you see a relegated team have to continue the season.
So it's worth noting that Hollywood do have the same goal difference as CF Catalunya. So how much Catalunya lose by, if they lose, is very important.
And that shot by Clark is pushed over by Bartlett. Binsman sends the ball in. There's a bit of a bounce around there, but it does get cleared. Brisky with a very close free kick, and that's another one for Paris.
Nearly a direct free kick for Jay Brisky, and wow, that's a beauty.
The wall opens up for him.
Definitely parts of the sea there. That's got to be one of the prettier goals this season. I know Starkey had a free kick goal in week 1 or 2. That was really, really good. I think that's probably the challenger for goal of the year there.
I mean, usually my goal of the year is something very stupid happening, but that's just like great form. You get it right where it needs to be. And Paris is up 3-0 now.
There wasn't enough bend in there for me to say it was Beckham-esque, but it certainly looked good.
No, that's not Beckham. That's you hit the ball hard enough, nobody wants to stand in front of it.
Very true.
Oak, free
on
on goal.
Whoa!
Stopped by Busquets. We still got about 20 minutes left to play here.
CF Catalunya need a goal. They need at least one.
Well, here comes Okamoto. Shot is stopped by Sparkle. Clark runs down the ball in the corner. So they're going to try to send it in. Cut out by Washburn. Catalunya is going to try to recycle this ball. A wide to Okamoto. That's sent out by Sparkle. Vince standing over the corner. Sends it in. And that's sent away by Horvat. Well, we're in the 75th minute now. Paris is still in the lead. And time is running out for Catalunya. Okamoto, Järvinen. Busquets sends it all the way. A switch-up pass here to the left wing. McPossum, Clark back on the ball. DeBurnya's shot, Okamoto! They're going to want to start this quickly. They need to get back on.
Absolutely. Okamoto's 7th goal of the season there. I think it is Japanese forward.
Yeah.
I probably got that wrong. Yes, it is the Japanese forward.
Former FC Tokyo.
Use your twits, actually. I think they're co-GM.
Well onside.
6'5".
So I don't know why they had the markers at that point, because that wasn't when the pass was made.
Yeah, FM is a little strange about tracking the offsides. Like,
well, DeBurnia sends it forward to Rising. That's stopped by Bartlett. There's 10 minutes left now for Catalunya. They need probably 3 goals to be safe.
Well, even if they lose here, 1 more goal just means that if Hollywood lose by 2, they will win.
Scott sends it in. And that shot from Clark is saved by Bartlett.
Of course, presuming a City loss.
You know, Catalunya is known for playing a very strong possession game, but you look at those numbers there. Paris almost have equal possession to them right now.
Yeah, home field advantage really spurring up at
Okamoto. Stopped by Bartlett. Catalunya is absolutely trying to get in on that attack. They've got 2.5 XG at the moment. I mean, I think that at this point that might just be a testament to Bartlett and the defense getting in front of those shots.
Yeah, ASPD have been really good on defensively tracking ASPD. Sorry. Yeah, CF Catalunya.
Beats the ball up the right wing. And that is it. Harris wins 3-1 in a shocker in the final game of the season. The relegated team shows what they have left in the tank, and they did have a lot left in the tank. As Catalunya goes down, and they're going to have to watch the scoreboard as well to see if Hollywood, for their sake, loses by more than 2.
Yeah, no. Hollywood, I do not know who they're taking on. I think it is Tokyo. CF Catalunya will be taking on Cairo City, and Cairo City are playing for their lives. So,
and it's very interesting to take note here that not only with Hollywood against Tokyo, I mean, if Hollywood doesn't win that, it's not just that whether Catalunya has lost by a certain amount of points or not. Sydney could absolutely spring up from that point.
Absolutely. It would be the dagger to Cairo season and the crown jewel to Sydney's run.
And that's what's coming up right next here.
We'll see if Sydney can put the pressure on to Tokyo. That's our last game. Hollywood, that's the last game of the night. But right now, we will see if Cairo can save their season.
And, unlike the last couple games that we watched, I mean, both teams are out here trying to do something. So we're not going to have a surprise team we're not going to have a surprise like Paris showing up in the last game of the season. We're not going to have a team fighting back, or at least, trying to keep another team down. This is both teams are trying to win, and Sydney needs a win, and Cairo needs a win too.
Yeah, both teams need a win. Cairo coming out in a 4-1, 4-1. Guns are absolutely out. And on an appropriate day, sun's out as well.
And here's kickoff as Cairo has the ball now. Klamist sends it in. That cross is cut out. Jeeves cuts in. Toastman probably should have taken a shot there, but instead puts in a cross and ball bounces around, and now it's Sydney on the attack. Unfortunately, 44 isn't at the spearhead. He's on the wing. Sends it over to Pekara. Pekara over to Costanza. Trying to find a way around. That's going to be offside.
So Sydney City playing in a 4-3-3 wide with that defensive midfielder, a real standard of those seasons past. But this year we've seen a lot of variety in tactics. I really love the background.
I was going to mention that too. Oh, Bjorkash! Bjorkash gets a goal for Cairo, but it's taken off the board. He is offside. Are we going to see a replay of that? Yes, we are.
Oh, refs! Refs! Refs!
I might understand an argument for obstruction. You saw, I think that was Calvatori that was right up. It was either Calvatori or Torres right up in the goalkeeper's face. But I don't think that Football Manager works like that.
That was too close. Now the visual representation looked close. I'm not quite sure how statistically it played out behind the engine, but all we need to know is that was offside.
Well, Sydney's gonna have to take advantage of this. They need it. Incredibly lucky now to still be level as they move it over towards the center lane. Kwai. That's saved by the Heretic.
El missed the Heretic. Massive save for Cairo City there. keeping them level.
.44 takes the ball and is running with it. Over to Pekara. Oh, well, she jumped. She is a bunny.
That was a mid-air volley. Interesting decision.
While the ball was still on the ground.
Yes. I took a first level university course for biometrics. I don't think that's a natural kicking motion.
No. Well, here's Lan Kwai moving up very quickly. And that's saved by the Heretic. A great shot. It did deserve a goal at the end of it, but unfortunately no goal. Now it's Pekara with the corner. That's cleared away.
Now, I do apologize. It wasn't biometrics. It was kinesiology. I am a dummy.
But you did take a kinesiology class, but did you pass it?
No, I did not.
And that makes sense. Here's Staines after the Jeeves. Calvatore's shot is pushed over the bar by Problem. That bounces around. There's a push inside the box, so they're going to give a free kick over here to Sydney.
Opting to play out of their defense, and Cairo are pressing really high and heavy.
I was going to mention that. That's two guys inside the opposing box, and they don't even have the ball. Well, here's the Spiliqueta. Sends it into Bjorkash, but cleared away.
Finally, someone clears it. Oh, wow. That was some sustained pressure by Cairo.
Just kick the ball out of bounds at some point, man. 44 trying to run this down.
Message received a little too clearly, I think.
Closing in on halftime, and I don't think either team truly feels like they're about to score. Here's Torres with a shot that's saved by Problem. Hey, yikes on that back pass there.
That was close. Sydney have been very, very risky. I will see if it comes back to bite them.
Yikes. Here comes Staines. Torres could not clean that up, and that is halftime. Do you think either of these teams are going to break through?
I think that both these teams are too good to not break through. I think that the 4-1-4-1 from Cairo City means that they are absolutely looking for that goal, and sooner or later they're going to find it. And Sydney City have been very, very clinical when it comes to putting themselves in front or when tying the game. However, when they go 2 down, it gets a little difficult.
The game is still scoreless at the moment. Sydney is... It's hard to say when Sydney is having a bad game, because as long as they're able to have a quick counterattack, they are deadly. And the problem that I'm seeing right now with Sydney is that they're not able to get that quick counterattack with 44 in the center. They're getting 44 wide, which means that they're going to have to fill in behind him. And 44 is just too fast for anyone to fill in behind him.
Yeah, I feel like the that left winger in particular hasn't been very present this game so far. Sydney do have a couple subs, so I'm wondering if they're going to make a switch there. But well, it's
in
like
for Xhaka.
It's a right side change. The right back's swapping out here for Sydney.
Well, here they are trying to pull Cairo forward. And it is, you're talking about Sydney playing risky in the back with Cairo pressing like that, but Cairo is playing risky with pressing like that by, leaving that space open in the back for that quick Sydney attack to exploit if they get the chance.
Yeah, it only takes, depends who's on the end of it. If it's 44, it'll take a couple, but if it's Leon Kai, it only takes one.
There's 44 here. Coming up the wing, sends it into Lan Kwai, and there it is! Lan Kwai!
Do I know former Inter London players, or do I know former Inter London players?
And you'd expect the biggest goal of the season to come from 44, but no, it comes from Lane Kwai right here. No one's looking. Jeeves and Hood press way too far towards the center. Lane Kwai is wide open there on that far post.
I have to give credit to the man who made that dummy run there. I think it was Sumina Hulkenvoter that made the center midfielder that drew both those center backs.
Both of them came after him there. Didn't even notice Lane Kwai back there like a ninja. Costanza takes down Flemish.
Hits the ball first, though.
I heard a whistle, so that's why I stopped.
Really, really close. That was a really good challenge and a really tough tackle to be made there.
And here's Pekka now. Sends it into possible... Ooh, that shot... I can't even tell what happened to that shot. Great time wasting by having the same corner taker take both of those.
Walked a long way around the goalpost.
Goes all the way around the pitch.
Fans boo the entirety of the time. Pekka doesn't mind.
She's had worse things. Nesse trying to turn on Jeeves, not letting him. Pekka with a header. That's saved by the Heretic. Someday I'll be able to use this script.
Long way out for Pekka. Unfortunately, she hasn't scored while we've been watching, but
apparently she scored every game that I haven't watched too. So that's great. Yeah, that's a header that was real strong onto that onto the crossbar there. Couldn't see who it was from though.
One of the three in the middle there, I'm sure.
Sydney boots it forward. .44 is going to continue pressure there. Cairo trying to work out the back. That's cut out by Freddie. Free kick over to Torres. They're finding some room here. Flemish up to Bjorkash. That's saved by Problem. Is it still in? It's still in. Bjorkash pushes it back to the center. Calvatore looking to turn. No, sends it over to Jeeves over the left side. Not quite the right time to take a shot there, bud.
That might be the save of the season for Certified Problem there.
Absolutely a problem right now for Cairo as we're heading into the final 10 minutes of this game.
Cairo need two.
Freddie sends it forward to 44. Goes out wide again to Lane Kwai. Nesse? Ah, oh, Pekka. Almost gets it. That goes
Such
high.
A great passage of play, too.
Ooh. That was the final shot was from Athlete there. Pushed wide by the Heretic. Now Pekka's corner.
5 minutes or so left to go.
That's not going to go anywhere. Pekka gets into the box. His Athlete gets it, and we're going to speed forward, I guess. We're closing in. One last chance for Cairo here. Cut out by Sydney. And that might be game.
All Sydney had to do was hold it.
Well, looks like Cairo might do that for them.
Come on, Cairo. You gotta know. You gotta know.
And there is the final whistle. Sydney in for a chance on the title right now, and Cairo goes down.
Yeah, no, this keeps Sydney's hopes alive. Pressure is on Hollywood. Advantage Sydney. On the other side of the pitch, though, hearts are breaking across Egypt as Cairo City's relegation to Division 2 has been confirmed.
And you know what? That I just think that... what do you think is going to happen next with this next game? Because everything has now been set up for a possible Sydney comeback to win this league.
So this is such an interesting game for me. This is Tokyo SC Tokyo taking on Hollywood FC. Tokyo are the defending champions. Obviously not in for a retention this year. They're not going to go back to back, but what they can do is deny Hollywood their title. Or what's going to happen is Hollywood's going to win the title in Tokyo.
Well, it's definitely, Tokyo is looking to be the gatekeeper. You see the Torii Gate on top of the logo there. They're looking to be the gatekeepers here.
Yeah, no, they really hold Division 1's fate in their hands.
As soon as we get there. Here it is. It's a 4-3-3 here with a defensive midfielder involved. And over in Hollywood, is a same exact 4-3-3. As we look now at the table, Sydney, well, if Hollywood get a draw, Sydney would still win.
Yes, I was about to mention that. Hollywood
just saw
could
that.
potentially get 1 point and tie Sydney at 26, but
That's 18 plus the extra 1 from today.
Sydney City's goal difference is absolutely stonking. There's no way Hollywood will score that many. And the reason
That
I
many
say that
and tie.
it's 10 plus. Yeah, it's 10 plus.
Rube is taken down by Siege in the box, and we already have Mayhem here. No, Mayhem plays in the second division, I think. Soderbergh, left to right.
She's missed a couple.
Goes right. And she did go right.
Oh, she's missed again!
Visser almost sneaks that one in.
Jess, I'm sorry!
And we are off now. Isagi sends that corner in, and wow. We're already playing the feud.
I don't know if you
that's saved off the line by Hogg. That header is saved off the line by Hogg. I didn't see who got the shot in.
What an incredible game this has been so far. I don't know if you were casting a game with me where Tokyo got 4 penalties. But I
do remember the first season 1 cup final involving Tokyo,
where they won on penalties.
Yes, I cannot remember. I think they played against Hollywood. I think.
No, it was Inter-London.
Okay. That header goes over the bar.
At least I think it was Inter-London. I know
it was Inter-London. Got Sterling picking up the ball now. Hollywood looking to move forward. Possible keeping the ball. Over to the wing. Back to Rashford. Sends it in. Laudrup. That's popped up. Easy for Berger.
So that didn't count as a shot for Hollywood. I think it was blocked.
Helena Soderbergh. What are you doing?
Little bit of pressure on there. Sends that wide. She had time too.
Maybe she just doesn't handle the pressure very well. Which is surprising. I've seen her handle pressure very well in past seasons. I don't know what's happened to her.
Yeah, a lot being asked of her this year, though.
Rube over to Hogg. That shot is saved by Sterling.
"30 minutes now. I'm not impressed by Hollywood's attack.
Hollywood's defense is working overtime at this point.
Yeah, no. Sydney City fans rejoice. This is what you want to see.
Gerrard now over to Laudrup. Rashford left wide open in the middle, and you don't want to do that.
Nico Rashford with a beautiful goal.
makes himself available right at the top of the box. You see Isagi moves back. Soderbergh does not close distance fast enough there.
I know I said it tonight, but oh my god, I think we may have just seen the goal of the season. The
Well,
curl.
now it's on to Hollywood. Has the advantage right now. Here's Jones back to Taka. That's saved by Berger. Hollywood has a hand on the cup, on the trophy, whatever.
Thanks to Miko Rashford, no less. That man has been everything to Hollywood. The centerpiece of their midfield.
Isagi, ooh,
Centerpiece of their team.
Stopped by Sterling right at the post. Yeah, it's surprising that Rashford is the centerpiece when you consider like the past seasons with, Tiki Taka and Ricky Bobby being massive and a few of those early seasons. Now, yeah, Rashford has been that guy for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen both Taka and Bobby have dry spells. Every forward goes through them. What I haven't seen is Rashford be inconsistent. Rashford's consistently the best player out on that pitch for Hollywood, no matter what happens. Those forwards sure score a lot, but Rashford still finds a way to be the best player.
So, are you expecting more goals in this?
I mean, for Sydney City, I would they would hope that there are more goals for Tokyo. I would like to see one more, and I think we will see one more.
Who it's from?
I would put money on Hollywood, but I would love to see another goal for Tokyo just to make things interesting for Hollywood.
I mean, Soderbergh's got to be feeling that one with that penalty miss early in the game.
Well, it didn't matter before Hollywood scores, but it certainly matters now.
Hey, it matters whenever you can get a goal. And they did not get that goal. As Rise keeping up that pressure in the back, moves out wide to Jones. Hogg takes it away. And we are zooming past now. That crossover to Jones is cleared away.
That was almost
it goes over.
disastrous. Okay. Yeah, that looked harmless, but that almost went up back in the net.
And every moment is agony right now for Sydney. Ricky Bobby. That's just saved by Berger. Cleared away. Gerrard now. Rashford. Gonna cross it in. Does not even get to Ricky Bobby there.
Yeah, that was a little rushed by Rashford. I think he had time. But I certainly understand the pressure being on here.
Well, we're about the 68th minute now. Time is running out for Sydney to see Tokyo. That's a real quick shot picked up by Berger. They got to try to find their way forward. They get it up to Rise.
He plays it with his feet, interestingly.
Switch up play over to the right wing. Does not make it over to Rube. But the ensuing pass from Hollywood doesn't make it over to Taka. A lot of misplays here. Goat up to Rise. Isagi up to Kaido. Kaido is in free. It's saved by Sterling.
Kaido! Or Sterling, the hero for Hollywood there.
Isagi's cross. Stopped by Bakjero. And Rupp does not handle that ball very well. 70th minute now. So Hollywood tries to play it out the back.
Tokyo can certainly not say that they haven't had chances. They've had a couple of good chances now.
Including a penalty. Taka with the ball now into the box. Takes it wide. Gerrard sends in a cross that goes over everybody. Now Jones. Possible tries a shot. That might not have been a good idea.
That was very, that's impossible, but that shot was very Tim Possible-esque.
Rube takes the ball away in midfield. Trying to move quickly, but running into a bit of traffic here. Visser up the right wing. Soderberg plays it in. Hogg!
Gary Hogg!
With the first goal of the season. With his first goal of the season, he gets a goal line save earlier in this game. And now, with an equalizer in the 76th minute.
What a time to score your first goal of the season on a left-footed volley.
That just trickles in, and Hollywood is stunned here.
Scott Sterling was certainly stunned there. That did not look menacing, but wow, into the back of it it goes.
A little over 5 minutes left. Now it's Hollywood looking nervous. Rashford. Berger picks it up. Tokyo wants to have that dagger, and I think.
Well, they certainly do now. Hollywood need a win here.
I mean, Tokyo doesn't need to do anything here, but man, and I don't think that like it's anything against Hollywood. They just want to get a dagger in just because.
Well, I mean, I'm certain Hollywood would want to win the
well, here's Visser. And that gets past Sterling, and Tokyo is in the lead.
Yeah, Visser with the dagger!
And that might be it, folks.
86 minutes, and Hollywood need 2 to win the cup. Or, sorry, 2 to win the league. I don't think it should have happened. It may, but oh my god.
The cup was in the building, and it's about to be sent south soon.
2 minutes left. Hollywood need 2 goals. Could we see one?
Taka trying to get around Versetti, but there's Visser. It's healing it away. Visser again.
Gives you away.
Ricky Bobby with his feet. That's not something you want. For Hollywood, then. Jones gets it in. It's tied now, but they're going to need another one. This ain't it yet. It's not over yet.
With a minute and a half left ties the game. Hollywood need one to win.
This might give them a bit more injury time, but I don't know how much time they're gonna really have here at the end of this game. That was 2 minutes added. They might get an extra minute now, and that might be it.
30 seconds here. They're looking for a turnover.
Looking for anything now. And that's it! Sydney wins the title as Hollywood gives up a 1-0, a late 1-0 lead. Try to climb back in injury time. It is not enough.
Tokyo have done it. They have played spoiler in the last game match of this year. The unlikely of the 3-legged race ends up winning.
And that is Sydney. I always say, you know what I said? Earlier in the season, I said Sydney. And that is how it has ended in a very surprising way.
In a dramatic fashion, really. Wow, what a way to end our year.
And here it is, the final standing. Sydney on top with a 10-goal differential.
Yeah, no, it wasn't ever really close, was it?
And that's going to be it here. This is, well, congratulations to Sydney on this has got to be, how many years have they been in the league already now? Is this their second season?
I think this is their third.
Okay.
The reason being is their first, they got second because Inter London won the title. The second, we got relegated. And then the third, they've just won.
Well, they have just won here in incredible fashion. Nice time. I'm gonna go try to sleep off the shots that I've taken. Well, I'm Jiggly.
And I'm TVC.
Thank you for watching.
Good night.